Are you currently looking for a new job? Have you been sending your CV to hundreds of job applications without any result? That's so frustrating. I've been there, I have students who've been there, and it can be devastating, feeling like your CV just isn't cutting it. But rest assured that this is a problem that can be fixed. But how do you make your CV stand out in a sea of applicants? How do you create a document that captures attention and conveys unique value? Today we'll explore the essential elements for a standout CV, how to tailor it for different job applications, and the latest tools and technologies that can help you craft a compelling document. We'll also dive into how you can optimize your CV with AI-powered applicant tracking systems used by many companies today. What this means is that you have to create your CV in a way that these intelligent tracking systems can read it, because more and more companies are using AI technology to filter your CV and not an actual person. So it's very important to make sure that your CV is up to the standard of these working practices. By the end of this video, you will be armed with the knowledge and resources to create a CV that gets noticed and lands interviews at the companies of your dreams. First, let's clarify what a CV is. A CV is more than just a list of your job experience. It's a marketing tool that showcases your professional journey. Unlike your resume, which is typically a one-page summary of your qualification, a CV provides a more comprehensive overview of your educational background, your work experience, your skills and accomplishments. In many parts of the world, particularly in academia and research, a CV is expected to be longer and more detailed. However, in the business world, it needs to be short and concise. But regardless of the format, the goal remains the same: to present yourself as the best candidate for the job. So what are the essential elements that every CV should include? Number one, your contact information, your name, phone number, email address, and LinkedIn profile should be at the very top. Make sure that it's easy for the recruiters to find you. A professional summary, a brief overview of your career highlights and what you bring to the table. This should be tailored for each application. Number three, your work experience. List your relevant job history, including company names, job titles, dates of employment, and key responsibilities or achievements. Number four, your education, your degrees and certifications. Include the institution, the degree, and the graduation date. Your personal skills. This is where you highlight specific skills that are relevant to the job. Be honest but strategic here. And number six, of course, any additional sections. Depending on your field, you might want to include sections on publications, on conferences, volunteer work, or other professional affiliations. Each section plays a crucial role in telling your story, so be very thoughtful about what you include. One of the biggest mistakes that candidates make is sending out the same CV for every job application. And this is a missed opportunity, because tailoring your CV to match specific job descriptions can significantly increase your chances of getting noticed. Start by analyzing the job posting. Identify keywords and phrases that stand out. These could include specific skills, qualifications, or responsibilities they're looking for. Incorporate these keywords into your CV where applicable. For example, if the job posting emphasizes team leadership and project management, make sure that these terms are featured prominently in your professional summary and your work experience sections. A great strategy is to create a master CV with all your experiences and skills, and then customize it for each job application. This not only saves time, but also ensures that you highlight the most relevant aspects for your experience in each role. For example, let's take a look at how Google does it. Google often emphasizes creativity, innovation in their job descriptions. So if you were applying for a role at Google, you would want to showcase any creative problem solving or innovative projects that you've worked on in your CV. Now let's take a look at the language you use in your CV, because words matter. Using strong action verbs and power phrases can make a significant difference in how your accomplishments are perceived. Instead of saying, responsible for managing a team, as I see most CVs, you could say, led a high-performing team of 5, achieving a 20% increase in productivity over 6 months. Power phrases gives context to your achievements, illustrating the impact you made rather than listing your responsibilities. Here are some action verbs that you could consider: to lead, to achieve, to develop, to implement, to streamline, to improve. When crafting your CV, think about the results you've achieved in previous roles. For instance, if you improved the process that saved time or money, quantify it, because numbers catch attention. I reduced operational costs by 15%, or increased customer satisfaction by 30%. By presenting your contributions in this way, you position yourself as a results-oriented candidate, which is what companies like Amazon and Microsoft look for when hiring. Once you've written your compelling content, it's time to think about formatting. A well-formatted CV is easy to read, visually appealing, making it more likely to grab the attention of hiring managers. Here are some key formatting tips. Number 1, keep it simple. Use a clean, professional font. Avoid excessive colors or graphics that could distract from the content. Number 2, use headings and bullet points. Clearly separate sections with headings. Bullet points are easier to scan than larger blocks of text. Number 3, be consistent. Use the same formatting for all sections. If you have bold in your job titles, make sure that all job titles are bolded. Number 4, limit your CV to 2 pages. Unless you're academia, try to keep your CV to 2 pages maximum. Consistency is key. Number 5, use white space. Don't cram your CV with text. Use the space to guide the reader's eye and make the document more inviting. Now that you understand the core elements of a strong CV, let's discuss some tools and resources that can really help you create a standout document. There are online CV builders. Websites like Canva, 𝗤𝗄𝗄, and Resume Genius offer templates that are easy to use and customizable. They will guide you through the process and save you time. Use word processors like Microsoft Word or Google Docs with built-in templates that can be a great starting point. Grammarly is a tool that can help you ensure that your CV is free from grammatical errors and typos, which can be deal breakers in some cases. LinkedIn, your LinkedIn profile can serve as a valuable source for your CV. You can export your profile to get a formatted CV, which you can then tailor. And networking groups, online platforms like LinkedIn or local networking groups can provide feedback on your CV from peers or industry professionals. Using these tools not only enhances the look of your CV, but also boosts your confidence in presenting your qualifications effectively. Now, today, many companies are also using Applicant Tracking Systems, ATS, to filter CVs before they even reach a human. Understanding how to optimize your CV for these systems is crucial if you want to get noticed. So here are some tips for ensuring that your CV passes through the ATS. Number 1, use a standard heading. Stick to common section titles like work experience and education. Unconventional headings may confuse the software. Number 2, incorporate keywords. As we discussed earlier, use keywords from the job description. ATS systems often scan for specific terms related to skills and experiences. Number 3, avoid complex formatting. Steer clear from graphics and unusual fonts that ATS may not read properly. Simple text is best. Number 4, submit in the right format. Always check if the employer specifies a preferred file type. PDF is common, but some systems may require a Word document. By optimizing your CV for ATS, you ensure that it makes it to the hands of the hiring managers, increasing your chances of getting that interview. Even the most experienced candidates can fall into the trap of making mistakes in their CVs. Let's review some common pitfalls that you need to avoid. Number 1, typos and grammatical errors. This seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many CVs are submitted with errors. A single typo can signal a lack of attention to detail, which is something that many companies like Apple and IBM prioritize. Number 2 is being too vague. Don't simply state your duties, give examples of your accomplishments. Instead of saying that you managed a project, explain how you led the team of 5 to deliver a project 2 weeks ahead of schedule, resulting in a 10% increase in client satisfaction. Number 3, using an unprofessional email address. Your email should sound professional. Instead of using something like 𝗂𝗂𝗀123@gmail.com, opt for a variation of your name. Number 4, excessive length. As we mentioned earlier, keep your CV concise. Hiring managers spend an average of just 6 seconds reviewing a CV, so make every word count. Number 5, inconsistent formatting. Ensure that there's uniformity. Inconsistent sizes, colors, styles can make your CV look unprofessional. By avoiding these common mistakes, you can present a polished, professional image to potential employers. As we wrap up, let's recap the key takeaways from today's session on creating a standout CV. Number 1, know your audience. Tailor your CV for each job application, highlighting the experience and skills that are most relevant. Number 2, use powerful language. Choose action verbs and quantify your accomplishments to make a stronger impact. Number 3, optimize for ATS. Ensure your CV is formatted correctly and includes relevant keywords to pass through applicant tracking systems. Number 4, utilize resources like online platforms, templates to create a visually appealing and professional document. Number 5, revise and edit. Always proofread your CV and consider seeking feedback from peers or mentors. To inspire you, let me leave you with a quote from 𝗔𝗲𝗀, who said, "Business opportunities are like buses. There's always another one coming. So put your best foot forward and make sure your CV is ready to seize those opportunities." Thank you for tuning in to Speak Like a Leader. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from it. Until next time, keep working on your business English skills, and remember, a great CV is your ticket into getting that great interview.